Let's get this party started.
Coverage tight, spotlight on tomorrow. Who you with? Trust, you'll be delighted that you followed. At Phirst Contention, the invention. We debate sports, of course we should mention. What's that? We cover games, we don't play suspensions. We 100, so if your star's missing, we let you know your squad surely gone fishing. We never fish though, no, not our motto. We sport on deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention.
All right, everybody, welcome to Phirst Contention, where we do sports and we do it the best here. We got Steve over here. Steve, say hi to the people.
What's going on, everybody? Strive higher every day.
Absolutely. What's going on, Marv? Say hi to the people.
Hola, senors and senoritas. I'm back.
Hola. And Ty Socino, what's going on, Ty?
Just gotta keep it simple. Salutations.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to do a little bit of recapping of the last time we all gathered here to talk. We talk about the AFC, the North, South, West, a little bit about the East, and what your predictions were going forward. Ty, if you remember, you said you had the Chargers winning, correct?
Yep, Chargers
all
out
right.
the West.
Absolutely, Mark. We can't forget about you. You said you had the Raiders.
Oh, you see the black. Oh, you see the theme, don't you? Oh.
Absolutely. And lastly, Steve, you had the Chiefs.
Yep, KC.
Okay. Well, we got three men that are. Oh,
Hey,
that's
is that
very
a homer
nice.
pick?
Very classy. Very classy.
It was
A homer pick, Steve.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the AFC a little bit, but we're going to kind of talk about it in detail. I would like to start with the AFC North, you guys. If you remember last year, we had Baltimore and Pittsburgh tied, but the Ravens got it. What do you think we got going on for AFC North, Marv? We'll start with you.
You guys see the theme, right? You see the black, but I'm not going with the black and yellow. Let's go with. Let's go to Baltimore. Let's go to Maryland. Let's go up there with Steve. I'm going to have to give it once again. Even though they're losing Terrell Suggs this year, the AFC Defense Player of the Year, I still do think that the Ravens are the best team in that division. I think the Steelers will take a step back. An older, aging defense, offensive line issues, and a Mike Wallace holdout doesn't look too good for that Steelers team right now. So I am going with the Ravens, and I'm going with Pittsburgh to be that wild card team. Ray Lewis still has it in him.
Ray Lewis, huh?
Ray Lewis. That's what he's saying, y'all. Steve, what do you think about the AFC North? What do you got here?
You know what? I'm a diehard Steelers fan, and it really hurts me. But I think this year is going to be a down year for us because we have a lot of old veterans and a lot of injuries right now. Rashard Mendenhall out. We don't know what's going to happen with Mike Wallace and his whole contract situation. We still got Ben Roethlisberger, who's a Warrior, but Baltimore has been coming up the last couple years, and I believe they have a shot at really legitimately winning this division. Joe Flacco must take a step up, but I got them winning. Pittsburgh still going to make the playoffs, though. We always do.
Absolutely. I'm sorry that you're hurt. I really am. But we got to go with the winners here. And Ty, who do you have for the AFC North?
All right, first of all, let me tell you about the best safety in the NFL. We're talking about this man right here, Ed Reed.
Palomalu.
We're talking about a defense that gets older and older, but every year they continue to play. We're talking about Joe Flacco and how he continues to get better and better. You talk about striving higher every day, Steve. That's what Flacco does. They were one play away from the Super Bowl. The Ravens will win this division, and the Steelers, I don't even think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs. We got Ray Rice, one of the best running backs. Yeah. Oh, no. Steelers, injuries, holdouts, running backs dropping like flies. The Steelers will not make the playoffs this season. Ravens will represent the AFC North in the playoffs.
The Steelers will make the playoffs because Andy Dalton's going to have that sophomore slump, and we still going to make that wild card. Trust me. Believe me.
There's three other divisions. We're not worried about Andy Dalton. There's three other divisions.
Absolutely. You know what? I want everybody to remember this. You're saying that they're not going to win. We got Steve saying that they are going to win. People remember this because we're going to come back, and between one of you guys, somebody's going to eat their words. Am I right? I know I am. Moving right along, we're going to go right over to the AFC. South here, okay? If you guys remember last year, we had the Texans coming out in a huge surprise and taking last year. What's going to happen this year? Steve, start it out. What do we have? What's going to happen?
Oh, my God, man. This is kind of a landslide pick. The Houston Texans going to run away with this division. There's no competition, really. Tennessee may be something that could be something, but I don't believe it's going to have anything to do with Houston. They're too legitimate on the offensive side. Their defense is potent. They're a young, upcoming team, and I believe this is one of the years they're going to show what they can really do in the NFL.
Ooh. Hold on, wait a minute. Marv's got his thinking face on. I want to know what's going through that head of yours, Marv. Let us in into the globe.
Cornelius, I kind of like that pick, and I think it's the first time me calling Cornelius in the second season. I think I like the Texans so much that I'm putting them as the AFC representatives in the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
I think this is a runaway division. The Texans will win this division hands down. Colts, Jaguars, and the Titans will be starting essentially rookie quarterbacks with Jake Locker taking over that division. So I'm going with my AFC representatives, the Houston Texans.
Oh, wow. When that finger gets to touching the chin, you just get to going off, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I like that you're here, Kay. It's my first time with you here. Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. I'm definitely not afraid. Never that. Absolutely.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
We are not scared because when the finger touches the chin, all power comes. Ty, what do you got for the AFC South? Is it the Texans? Or are you going to play the devil's advocate?
I mean, I would love to play devil's advocate. I gotta join you two. I mean, this is an open and shut case. Open and shut Kate Watson. The Texans, they did stumble down the stretch, but what do they have? They had injuries. They lost a potential franchise quarterback in Matt Schaub. Andre Johnson couldn't be one of the best receivers in the league, but he's always got injuries. But you got a pair of great running backs, two backs who could get 1,000 yards in a season. But Arian Foster is obviously one of the top two backs in the league right now, so I think they definitely get the division.
Okay, well, clean sweep, it's the Texans. Absolutely. Nobody's arguing like we need to take a photo right now because everybody's agreeing here. We got the Texans winning there, and I'm really excited to see what's happening.
I do have to add this. While I don't have
thank you so much, Ty, for adding. However,
while I don't have a wild card team coming from this division, I will say Blaine Gabbert looks kind of nice, and so does Justin Blackman. I just want to get that out there. They look a lot better.
It's the preseason.
Hey,
it's the preseason.
Quick, Ty, name the starting running back.
No. You had your moment, Ty.
I didn't say they're going to be a wild card. I'm just saying Blaine Gabbert looks a lot better than he did last year. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Go ahead, Ty. So, you better milk that time. All right, we're going to move out to the AFC West, if we may here. If Ty will allow it. We talked a little bit about that last time here. If you guys remember last year, it was kind of, a disappointing season for the AFC West between the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Raiders, pretty much a tie record. So we're going to move on here and actually talk a little bit more about the AFC East. What do you think here, you guys? I want to start with you, Ty, here, so you can milk a little bit here. It's all yours. The cow is yours. Go to town.
Thank you, Kay. I made it a point this season to bring more props to shows. Anyone thirsty? Is anyone thirsty? Let me just get it.
Actually, I am.
Just let me get a sip of this cheer. This right here. This is, we thought the AFC South was an open and shut case. The AFC East is an open and shut case. Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski. They talk about a defense that stepped up in the playoffs, but you don't even need a defensive regular season because you've got such a potent offense. You've got Brandon Lloyd, and you just signed Dempsey, the player out of Florida who got a silver in the Olympics. The rich get richer, which is good players.
They do get richer. And moving right along to the rich, Marv, you live in a mansion, so they say. What do you think is going to happen with the AFC East? Are you Team Patriots, or are you thinking we're going to have an underdog story here?
I don't live in a mansion, but I do live in a penthouse suite. But that's it.
Wow. Okay.
But wait a second. There's a team out in New York that just might. It's going to be the Patriots.
Okay.
It's going to be the Patriots. But I do have the Bills as my the 16 coming out of this division, though. But the Patriots, Tom Brady's going to have a field day. But dare I say, Tom Brady might be the best fantasy football player this year.
Absolutely.
The Patriots do have one of the easier schedules in the league, only facing two teams that have Pro Bowl quarterbacks this year.
I agree with you. Thank you, Marv. I feel like you have some really good insight in there. Cornelius, number 2.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Steve, what do you got going on here? Nobody believes in any Tim Tebow magic here. Everybody's going for the Patriots. What do you believe? I had to throw it out there. I had to.
Okay, we don't talk about Tim Tebow on this show. We don't talk about Tim Tebow on this show.
He's a backup. Anyway, besides all the Tebow mania, the Jets not going to even make the playoffs this year. Rex Ryan might get fired next year. Sanchez may be gone. Tebow is going to take over the team. Anyway, that's besides the point. Patriots are going to run away with this division, but do not count out, and I will repeat, do not count out the Buffalo Bills. They are a legitimate threat with Stevie Johnson and Fitzgerald, and they do have Mario Williams on the defensive side. It's going to cause some havoc in the AFC. They might make the wild card and make it to the playoffs, and just you never know. I'm just saying, that's a sleeper right there.
And unfortunately, you spent all your time being a negative Ned talking about who's getting fired instead of who's going to win that division. But thank you, Mr. Davis.
You're welcome.
So essentially here we have their predictions. We have who's going to go away. We have everybody going for the Patriots in the AFC East and also everyone going for the Texans in the AFC South. So make sure you guys stay tuned here for Ty, for Steve, for Marv, and maybe even myself if you get lucky. And we'll continue with Phirst Contention. Make sure you guys stay tuned. And everybody say goodbye to the nice people here.
Peace.
Bye to the nice people out there.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Phirst Contention, you guys. We love your support.
Super Bowl 2013.
Houston Texans. Texans, baby.
Ride with Phirst Contention, that's full throttle in. We sport on deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention. Phirst Contention. We sport on deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention. Phirst Contention. Game face grit, like born for playoffs. Say it all in small time like payoff.